Hey there. In this video, we're going to talk about how to export the data from the software and then connecting it and customizing it in our Tableau dashboard templates. All right, so we did the clean data step. Next, we jump to preview data. Here, you'll see a preview of all of your data here. Now this is in a perfect ideal format for our dashboard templates. You have three different export options. If you're going to be using the dashboard templates, you're going to be using these two: export viz data and export filter list. If you're going to be doing your own thing and creating your own dashboard, then you can use export data. Only thing different in export data is you don't have the standardized column header names for your filters, filter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have the actual name of each filter here. So this would be the date, this would be gender, this would be region, okay? And then you won't have all the extra ones here. But if you're using our dashboard templates, then you need to use these two. So let's go ahead and export the data. Our dashboard templates use CSV. If you want to export the data to a database, you can do it there, but we need CSV for ours. So go ahead and click export to CSV. Here you have all of your different options as far as your surveys and your workflows. If you want multiple or select all of them in one dashboard, and then you select all of them, export it. In this one, we just want one of them, which I'm going to do the Google Form on-demand demo survey that we did, and I'm going to go ahead and export that. All right, so we need this data, which is going to be a CSV file, exporting, which is our actual data, and then we're also going to need our filter list, which will in the dashboard show the filter headers for our filters, which I'll show you. So right now we just need to export both of these, and this is already chosen for us, and we export that. So you see they both came down here. Export viz data 7:31 in the time, export filter list 7:31 in the time. Next thing we do is go to our dashboard templates. If you already have the dashboard template download on your computer, then you don't have to do this. You just got to do this the first time. So I'm going to be doing the Tableau. So I'm going to grab one of our templates here. I'm going to do the 2019-2 10 filters, and you click it, and it's going to download it as well. Now, you may need this graphic data once you update the data. I'll show you in a little bit, but if you need that, then you just download it, and then you'll connect it here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and here is the dashboard template. All right, as you see, we have a different survey in here, so we need to connect it to the data we just downloaded. So we're going to go up to data. We're going to start off with the export VI data and do edit. All right, once you get to this interface, first thing you need to do is hit the refresh button. This is going to refresh the download folder, which this is where it's looking at right now for me, because that's where it downloaded. If you save this somewhere else, then just right click, edit connection, and then go find the file, and it's going to show all of the CSVs in that folder. So once you click that folder, it's going to show all your CSVs here. Go ahead and start typing in the name. I have a whole bunch of them, of course, but you'll probably just have one or two or just that one. So go ahead and find it. This is my file here. I'm going to grab it, drag it on top, and it's going to replace that file with this. Now go ahead and go to your dashboard, and your dashboard then will update with that data. All right, now you might notice everything blinked out, and that is because our filter is on the old survey name that was already in the dashboard. All we got to do is just click the new one and hit apply, and then our dashboard will update with the new data. All right, now you'll see we have all of our abbreviations here. So everything we put as an abbreviation is going to show up right here. So to select one of our questions, we hover, you can see all the actual final text. This is the abbreviation. Let's click one. and see what it does. This is going to create the visualization for this specific abbreviation. And then you just go through and click each one, and each one will create or bring up a different visualization depending on what the question type is. Okay, so that's that easy. You just upload it, start clicking through all your different questions, and you'll see visualizations for each of your abbreviations. Now, one thing you'll notice is down here we have our filter panel, but we don't have any headers. We have data in the filters where we can filter just males or females or whatever we want, but we don't see the headers. And that's because we need to import or update that filter list that we exported. So let's go ahead and do edit data source, and let's do the filter list. And I also have that downloaded. I'm going to refresh it just to be safe again. And I'm going to go find that export filter list. And it's this one here for me. And you see all it does is has the filter number and then what the filter name was. And then go to the dashboard. I'm going to redo my extract for this. And then you'll then see your filter headers showing above your actual filters. All right, so now you see you have your filter headers here. And you do have all these extra filter boxes here. I left it so there's 10. If you don't want these here, then you just go in and just delete these and just move things how you want them. Okay. Another thing you'll notice is there's numbers here, 1, 2, and 3. That correlates to filter 1, 2, and 3 here. And what that is, this is the split graph. So I'm gonna go back to, let me go to gender real quick. All right, so I'm gonna go to gender so you can see what a split graph is. So you have two options. You have an option to filter your data, for example, down to just a certain region or something, or you could split it by the region. So the region is number 3, so I'm gonna select filter 3, and you'll see this graph split or segmented by region. All right, like this. Now, if you don't want filter 1, 2, 3, etc. in here, you actually want to see timestamp, gender, and region, and everything else deleted. Then what you're going to have to do is go to edit parameter, and don't change this here, the display as. So this would be timestamp, this one would be gender, and this one would be region. And then if you wanted to, you could delete all of these here. Only thing you got to be careful with is if you have multiple surveys in this this dashboard, then every filter 1 is going to be timestamp, every filter 2 is going to be gender, which it's probably not that for every single survey. All right. So you could change this if you just want it, if you just have one survey in your dashboard, but if you have multiple, then you're going to not want to change it because it's not going to be dynamic at that point. All right. Next thing you can do, change your logo. Just hit the drop down, do edit image, and it'll bring up the file explorer, and you just choose a new logo. Okay. You can change colors. For example, click on this, go to format. You can change your font. If you go here and you click on it and you go to layout, you can change the background color and the borders there. You can change, the dashboard formatting. If you go to dashboard and format, I have a light gray. You change it to whatever you want. You change the fonts to whatever you want. Down here, just double click it. If you want to change this, change the text of that, the color of this. If you want to change the color of the question mark here, this is actually a worksheet. So we'll click here and do go to worksheet. You can change. So for example, I just put some explanations of what the different things are. If you want to change that, you go to tooltips, and you can change and put notes in your whatever you want in this. That's custom to you. Or you can go to color and you can change this to, whatever color you want. You can change the shape to whatever you want. Actually, I have this as a custom shape. So it looks like you can't change the color of this. You're going to have to import a new shape in here and then change the color of that. If you want to learn how to do that, just Google custom shapes in Tableau and there'll be a video up for that. All right, but you can put whatever you want in here if you want. All right, what else can you customize? You can customize these bars, the colors of these. So you can go in here and you go to the sheet and you just go to color, edit color. You can double click it, pick whatever color you want, or you can pick something in the color palette. All right, so it's the same thing for, all Tableau dashboards. If you want to change the alias or something, for example, you want to change this to, if this was like just M, for example, and you want to make it male, then you can change the alias to male or change it to M. Only thing you got to be careful with is, once again, this, if you change male to M or M to male, then it's going to do it throughout. Okay. So you got to be careful with that sometimes. You can format the tooltips if you like. You see how I have the tooltips here. If you go into the worksheets, and you'll have to do this for each one, go to tooltip, and you can change the colors here if you want. You can sort how you want. If you want to manually sort something, just click it and drag it, or you can sort here. It depends on what visualization is and how you want to sort it. But everything else is kind of the same thing. You right click and format, and you kind of play and customize it how you want. Now, once you get the format that you like, then save that, and you will use that every time you create a workflow. So save that as your template, that's your company template or your personal template, and then just edit data source, and connect it to the new data source. All right. Well, that's it for customizing and connecting to the Tableau dashboard. All right. See you later.